So our focus is on regular polygons, specifically the angle measures in a regular polygon. So first you need to remember that a regular polygon has all sides that are congruent and all angles that are congruent. That's what makes them a regular polygon. So to find the measure of one angle in a regular polygon, you're going to find the sum of the angles, which you can do by drawing in your diagonals and multiplying by 180. And then divide by the number of angles. So this leads us to this little formula right here, which allows us to do this in one step. So n is the number of sides or angles, because this is a hexagon. So it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides, but it also has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 angles. So you take the number of sides or the number of angles, which is 6, you minus 2 and times it by 180. This top part is number 1, finding the sum of the angles, and when you divide by the number of sides, when you divide by 6, you're doing number 2, and we're just doing it in one step. So the measure of angle 1 is equal to 720 divided by 6, which gives us an answer of 120. So the measure of angle 1 right here is 120. And that means, since it's a regular polygon, that every one of these angle also measures 120 degrees. So we know that this is a regular quadrilateral, which is also known as a square. And we know, and since it's regular, that means these are all congruent, and we know that the length of one side is 4. So that means all the sides measure 4. So if we want to find the measure of this angle x right here, we're going to plug it into our formula. So we have 4 sides, so that means n equals 4. So 4 minus 2 times 180 divided by 4 gives us 2 times 180 divided by 4. 360 divided by 4 means that the measure of angle x is equal to 90 degrees. So for the next one, we know that these sides, all these angles are congruent, and these sides are congruent because it's a regular triangle or an equilateral triangle. So to find the measure of angle, we're going to call this y. We take 3 minus 2 times 180 divided by 3 is equal to 180 divided by 3, which equals 60. You also could have solved it using your knowledge of the interior angles of a triangle. Since the sum of a triangle is 180 degrees, and there are 3 equal angles, you could have just divided that by 3 and gotten 60 degrees. Either way, you get the same answer. So we're going to do it now for a regular decagon. And if you remember, a decagon equals 12 sides. So our n is 12. So the measure of we're just going to call it angle 1, is equal to 12 minus 2 times 180 over 12. So you get 10 times 180 over 12. And if you put that into a calculator, you'll get the measure of one angle is 150 degrees. So a regular 100 gone. So that means there's 100 sides. So the measure of one angle, 100 minus 2 times 180 over 100. And we're just, once again, we're just going to plug that into the calculator, and you'll get 176.4. When the numbers get this big and this big, it's okay to just go ahead and plug it into a calculator. So now that we know about regular polygons in general, make sure you come back, because in our next lesson we're going to talk about specific types of polygons, starting with parallelograms.